Right, good morning. It's, what time is it? 6:45 in the morning. And this is Eddie leaving the bike shed for the last time. We're setting off this morning into rain. I'm just gonna... Whoa. It's alright, I'm just closing the door. Trying to hold the camera at the same time. I just need to check. Make sure I've got my card. Yeah. It's actually eased off, so if this is how bad it's going to get, then I'll be alright with this. Right then. Just got to jump on. So yeah, it's very misty, well, in the cloud a bit, but this is me. Leaving now, past my window. Haley's car, a girl on my course. I'm just going to stop here and set up the oof. God. Stop here, set up the... So we click on track. Long way home. Select that. So you can see it says 224, 17,933 feet climbing. There's the thing. So press select. Start point. Start. So time of arrival 0047 tomorrow. Distance to destination 223. I'll just zoom in so I can see the route alright. That's it, so you can see it's starting to swing out already. It'll be this time tomorrow really before I get back. Right, so this is it. Last time leaving Firm on Eddie. So I'll stop the recording and speak next time. That should be after Machynlleth, because I'm heading up that way. I've got a bit of a head cold as well, so I don't know how much of the route I'll do, because it's hilly. First turn 135 miles, very hilly, and then after that should be alright. So I'll stop now, speaking a bit. I've just crested the hill and my favourite view has disappeared. I'll say one of my favourite views. I suppose the favourite view at the end of this ride will be my bedroom. But both is disappearing into the mist. I'm going that way. come from over here. I'm glad my lights are still working. Anyway, I've got 219 miles to go, so I'm going to drop down here now along the flatlands towards the main Machynlleth road, and then that's a fairly flat road. Then after Machynlleth I shall hit the hills properly. That'll be after about 25 miles. And then 25 miles to 135 miles is very hilly. And then flat on the canal through Chirk, from Llangollen through to Chirk. And then it's flat then all the way to the hill out of Bridge North. And then hopefully I'll get back on the Staffordshire and Worcestershire and head downhill that way. That's the plan anyway. I'm not feeling too bad. I've got my jacket on, which is a bit warm for, so I'm condensing in the boil in the bag. But if I take it off, I'll get wet. If I leave it on, I'll get wet. So it's a sort of catch-22. Anyway, I'm going to carry on now, so I'll speak in a bit. I'm just heading through Borth now. About 7:15, so only a few people are awake. On a weekday as well. Just stopped to take a picture of some houses with very good wall art on them. Since I probably won't be passing through here again for a long time. It was always a nice route to do because it was very flat. In fact, this is the flattest bit of road I shall see, probably, until I hop on the canal at Llangollen if I get there. So this is sort of the outskirts now. The sea's just opposite that wall. Although there's a bit of a beach, which you probably might have seen a bit from the video at the top of the hill. But I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't. work. There's a youth hostel there. That's handy to know. Also good to know that the road wasn't flooded. I'll go out for a walk. There's the owner. Probably. So this is the golf course now. And then the slash is obscured on the horizon. Tried to clean the lens a bit. So I'll stop the recording and probably do an update in my Huntleth. 217 miles to go, saying 23:20 by the time I get there, so distance is accurate, the time isn't. Expect about 6 hours after that. So anyway, speaking a bit. "200 miles to go now. I'm on this narrow road on the way to Talladig. It's hilly over to Vyrnwy. It's just gone 9 o'clock as well. Still raining, but very light rain. It hasn't actually eased off so much. Well, a bit. I had to stop for the toilet in a field on the way to my Huntleth, but feeling alright now. So I've just got to go up this narrow lane. I don't know how hilly it is. Going pretty slowly at the moment, so I'll try and push on. So we'll speak in a bit. I've only done 4 miles since my last update. Going pretty slowly. It's hilly, so I'm not at Talladig yet. I'm a way off, fair way off still. I'm coming down here, and then I think it's one more climb over. But when I say one more climb, it'd be like bigger than that up there. I've just started to come down after climbing up from Llangollen, I think, which is a tiny village that I was in. Still raining. I've decided not to worry about the average until I get on the flat Llangollen canal, which is probably a good thing. It's probably about 10 miles an hour so far, so it'll take me 13 hours before I even get there. So I'm looking at a 24-hour double century, I think. So I should be back by Wednesday, but the good news is it'll stop raining at 1 o'clock, which is in about 4 hours, 4.5 hours. So, I've only seen a squirrel and some chaffinches and goldfinches in terms of wildlife so far. You can smell the ferns though, all the pollen. Right, well, we'll speak in a bit. It's June. I don't understand what's going on. "195 miles to go, so I'm dawdling a bit. It's a long climb though, all the way up there. I thought where I was a summit, but it was a false summit, so I'm hoping this is a real summit. And then it's dropped down over the Llanbrynmawr, Stay Little, Llanidloes Spee Road, then back up again towards Talladig, and then up again to Lake Vyrnwy. So I shall probably find a bench around Lake Vyrnwy and stop and have a refuel. I'm on about 29 miles now. Been out for just under 3 hours, so quite slow going. I'm enjoying it though. I'll just keep plodding on. Alright, morning. It's about 10 o'clock. I'm in Tallatig and I'm about to turn left at this junction here, so I drop down the hill. And then there's a sharp climb back up. I've just stopped for a rest because this bus shelter was here and I thought, well, there won't be another one for a couple of miles. So the climb up over to Tallatig was really quite something. That was the longest one so far. It was steep in places, took a while. But it's been pretty quiet recently. Saw a couple of cars on this road and then none on the other road, and that I thought was a summit in the last video, it actually was a summit, so that was good. So there's a couple more hills and then it's around Lake Vyrnwy. So where am I? I'm here and I've got to go up this road to the Scream Road and then along here through here, and there's Lake Vyrnwy, and then that's even more hills over there, so it's another quite a big sort of mountain, but the fact that I'm following the river valley means that it might be sort of not a short sharp shock, a long sharp shock climb over. It's taken a while though, but I'm above 30 now, so I'm going to have a sandwich and I'll have a pork pie I think, and then I'll carry on. And according to the weather forecast, it should only rain for another 3 or 4 hours, so that's not too bad. So we'll speak in a bit. Right, I think this is the summit now. There's a bit of a drop down before we go up there. Hopefully drop all the way down to the B road and then up again over to Vyrnwy. Been quite a climb. Going slow. 188 miles to go. I don't know if you could hear the cuckoo just then over the noise of the rain. 181 miles to go on this rough lane. You can see all the sheep tracks in the... There he is again, in the middle of the road. So that's the first cuckoo I've heard all year. Haven't heard a single one at Aberystwyth. And it's late June, so it should have laid its egg. Maybe it's a hatchling. Because the rhyme goes, cuckoo comes in April, sings its song in May, in June it lays its egg, and in July it flies away. So it's not long now Not long now until they all go. Right, well, I think it's this way because that doesn't look like it goes anywhere. Yeah. Right. It's a bit grotty down here, so I'm going to stop the recording, put the camera away, and so I can control both brakes before I crash. Right, good morning. It's only just the morning though. Not sure what time it is. Oh no, it's 12:08 afternoon. I've had to do a little unplanned stop. I was hoping I'd get to the Vyrnwy visitor centre. Well, go around the lake first and then stop at the visitor centre, but I've had a sandwich and a pork pie, a couple of cocktail sausages and 2 bars, so I felt rather shaky. I was looking for a bench. It stopped raining though, which is good. There's a lot of flies about here though, which are... some of them are the ones that suck the blood, so that's not so good. I've got 176 miles to do. Done 49 in 5 hours 19 minutes, so 11 miles an hour average. That's been a brutal 50 miles though. Really hard work. And the next, what will it be? The next 80 are about the same. So I'm not even halfway through the first half of the hard bit. Well, the first half of the ride. I'm not halfway through that, but still, it's almost a quarter done. So I'm gonna drop down this hill and head around Vyrnwy and speak in a bit.